Very warm welcome to all of you to join this demo session. My name is Deepak Kumar Dadarwal. I'm your trainer. Ideally, I'm not a full-time trainer. It's a freelance training job I do. I'm the trainer for technology because I'm not a teacher kind of thing. I'm not a lecturer too. I used to do trainings because it gives me new learnings every time I can be part of any new research. Then I involve myself because that benefit is not for me, for candidate. What I learn I can deliver, and when upgrade myself, then I'm up to date. That's why I have chosen this path. Okay, so talking about my experience, I'm 2000 pass out with the graduation, then 2005 MCA, and I was a lecturer. I was in some export company too. Then I realized that working with the export company is not making a good worth of money. To join IT company, then I start my career with the 1.0, 2.0. 2.0 was 2011. I started purely IT company. There I started in Pune location, and when I started first time 2006, then it was purely Bangalore location as a non-IT company. But then realization was really good because we very early stage I found like I could see that difference between the with IT job or without IT job, how making your lifestyle different. That was the scenario. But when I started 2.0, then it was 2011, and I never realized regret about that kind, like how we started with the non-IT and how then, but later on we found like when we start, that's only the good part of starting. That's not late always. Even though you do any kind of learning, anytime, that's always good to start. Don't regret about that. Like I delayed to do so. That's one thing. The positivity say jago tabhi savera, है ना? And coming back to the technology front, I do take care of SQL, the all kind of SQL is SQL Microsoft, SQL Oracle, SQL DB2, SQL Postgres, SQL Server, and MySQL too, and some of like small Postgres other than Informix. In they are very rarely being used as open source also. So I used to work with that. 2011, I started with IT company since it is almost, you can say, 12 years IT experience and total 16, 17 years of experience working with the technology and different scenarios. SQL is all about like a beginner kind of a course, but that's not only the simple thing. It's a very fresher kind of a course, but it is giving advanced things too to start with it, making different aspect fulfillment, like what next we can do with of this thing. Then you can do like we can do technically data analysis work, data engineering work, data scientist work. They all depends on this skill together. Okay, you are comfortable in SQL query writing, then advanced things are so many are there, and they are very much scope basis. Learner basis of this SQL, I technically teach you with the practical approach. I give you study material, I give you notes, I give you recording, everything you will be getting from me. But what I share with me, like what all questions you getting, and I discuss theory with practice and answer of the question you asking me. That's all together everyone's development in SQL side. If you don't ask question, I teach. It is my job to complete the course in 20 to 25 hours in a month. I can do that. But then finally outcome is like, are we making good takeaways from the training? That is making sense for everybody, right? I'll show you some PPT before I move forward. So I'll take care of my demo in three different areas. So here, if I go to my demo things, let me take care of this. Or wherever you feel any kind of uncomfort, feel free to raise your voice. I'm okay to hear and I'm okay to guide you. Okay, so let me open my slideshow. If you see, then confirm me, please.
Yes, we can see a
Okay,
screen.
okay, screen Google Drive, some slideshow. Is it visible?
Yes.
Great,
Coded
guys.
SQL developer.
Let me walk through you quickly, so it would be grateful to all of you. Yeah, so what we gonna do today, We're going to see about some SQL related stuff and syllabus and live practice examples with real time activity we do somewhere in the real stores and somewhere into any departmental store, how we talk, how we do. Okay, SQL, what you become after doing this SQL degree means qualification. You have a skill of SQL, then you called Oracle SQL developer. Why Oracle? Because there are so many database versions coming from different communities, but Oracle is well known for database company from decades, and they popular into worldwide as a database development only. Then they started promoting themselves to acquiring Java, acquiring different companies, small, though become a monster kind of a worldwide okay, competitor of Microsoft company and so on. They become a very popular into SQL side. So product from SQL, product from SQL Server perspective, Microsoft also selling, DB2 IBM also selling, and open source also selling. There are so many companies providing a details of SQL thing. But why ask Oracle? Oracle is very powerful and skill wise, it is very much demanded. Most 70-80% companies using it, may be product based company like developing software, or it may be vendors like using software, like vendor like Reliance Smart, they use software, and that software creating a billing POS, point of sale, there is a billing getting generated. They also capturing their data into the, what do you call it, as a database, and that database is also Oracle, suppose. Okay, coming to learning with practical approach. Definitely, we will read the notes, then nothing will happen, guys. But when we swimming, we take effort, we do deep dive, then only we get a good type of understanding into practical things. So SQL is a purely database management skill set, which is taking care you with practical. I will not be covering more theory. I will be covering overview of every theory aspect which is really needed, concepts and details, but maximum detail you will be getting cleared with the practical writing work. Okay, I will be giving ebook with the respective PDF, detailed discussions, notes, and everything about it. Okay, coming back to this mastering SQL, how we do that, how we go for it. SQL means structured query language. SQL is used to communicate with the database. Now, language, a carrier of communicating between the any person being into planet. Suppose I want to talk to some birds and I can say pet or something, then how can I talk to them? There's no way. There's only affection. Collectively we talk to a parrot, then parrot can repeat our words, kind of iteratively he learn or she learn, make it us like more comfortable in that way. And the pet animals, pet we keep it our home, like a dog or some cat or something. They also becoming as a human beings, how they react, and seeing their all activities, they also obeying us like that. Similarly, I'm talking to a Chinese people, I can't communicate to him because I understand English, Hindi, Marathi, Marwadi, anything, but that guy is speaking only in Chinese. We cannot make a communication. So it's a communication between the database and the data user who is requiring data. So she have to write a particular terms or commands in that same form. So we're going to talk about mastering in SQL thing. Okay, and coming to standard language, storing, manipulating, retrieving data in databases thing, we're going to see. Also, how come about a SQL is getting a list of standard, like RTO is the body who is deciding a manufacturing industry, like what all different protocol they have to follow for developing a two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler kind of industries, kind of end user service providing details, like any equipment and vehicles they develop, they have to follow the RTO, correct? Their rule regulations are important. Their policy. The ministry give you authority to RTO to give a rule regulation to all manufacturers. to take care of there. But do you really feel the person who learn SQL, the person who learn driving on two-wheeler like Activa, he cannot drive Jupiter, he cannot drive Yamaha? Anybody? Monica? Hey, Monica, are you there? Hey, guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Monica, I was asking question to you. Monica, are you there? Might be not
Yes,
respond.
I'm there, but I didn't get exactly what you wanted to say.
I want to say, Monica, you learned scooter driving, okay,
Correct.
on Honda, Activa Honda. But tomorrow you
Yes,
got a scooter for emergency. Can't you drive Jupiter TVS?
I can drive.
It's not required like you have only expertise in SQL with Microsoft. You can't work in Oracle. We teach
Correct.
through Oracle
Hmm.
database, then we can work with any database. What make difference between driving two-wheeler? Jupiter also same two-wheeler and Activa also same two-wheeler, but the making difference is look, feel. We should not focus on look, feel. We should focus on the functionality. We also feel like comfort. What make more you can say interesting fundamentals clarity. So that is what we go for Oracle, because that's very powerful, very popular, and very demanded and secure database. That way it is. And this company called ANSI, American National Standard Institute, they decide like in case of you designing or working with the SQL stuff, then definitely you have to take care of all kind of standards with their recommendation. You have to follow ANSI formats in your commands. You have to take a basic commands category. I'm going to show you gradually that would be fulfill the need of it. You cannot keep anything from your own choice. You have to give a basic need, then add on superior facility to your customer. You go for it. But standards need to be matched, or beyond facility you can give in that, like that. It's a programming language, very basic programming language, not very critical and complicated. Anybody can come to IT firm leading to join with the something. They can definitely pitch with that. Audience from this learning, I can consider fresher, engineer, non-IT, IT, administrator. Everybody can come into it. Now coming to the next level, for whom SQL is all about. SQL is not for only IT expert, and IT, non-IT people also can get into this. Database technology is commonly used for every domain which is called any kind of industry, because without database, how you can keep your data day-to-day transactions you are doing with, and data are very essential for everybody. So big organization need a big software, small organization using a freewares. Middle scale of they may be going for a more big level kind of license applications too. Somebody is speaking. Put on mute, please. Everybody. Yashoda, are you there? Yashoda, are you around there? Can you put on a mute for a candidate who is not speaking, but background noise is coming? Thank you. Nowadays, SQL is becoming a very popular for any kind of industry expert you want to become. Data scientist, data engineer, data analytical engineers, etc. You need to become a IT expert for SQL. It always helpful for functional knowledge, supporting technical teams, supporting knowledge to hand over the key benefits to any industry people. It helps to learn any high level language, like you thinking I want to go with the beyond some more language learning, Python, Java, PLSQL, then it is the gateway to get into the next level learning too. It base need to learn any data analysis, data engineering, data science skills too. Coming to the next, why, who uses SQL? Now, question come to you, like it is good for me, good for Monica, good for Chetali, Parveen, etc. No, I'm talking about the Google is using, Microsoft is using. They are development of the software companies, but now Reliance is using, DMart is using, Star, Tata, any company which is using software. Now you may be asking software like any human resource management software. You get recruited by some company and they are you join any pharma company, you join any healthcare domain company. bankings, NBFCs, okay, by banking in the core banking system, non-core banking system, loan system, lending suits, okay, etc. will be part of to keep your data managed in database. So backend programming to store data, interact with the databases we do. Every software development company need a database as a backend because that's hold a container data to you. If you are staying in a Pune area, then definitely you will be seeing some house keepings their software also maintaining like how many housekeeping, how many security guard, how many their software need to be managed for a software like apartment services. We go to security, without security you cannot enter. Like you going to someone's to meet your relative into apartment, there is a, you can say software, you have to click your photo, you need to capture their data, who visited to premise, when he came, when he left. That software also need being used. Now, every detailed kind of a automation industry need a capturing data, and then they see who is coming, what kind of people are coming, so they can tracking and log off it. Coming to most of company like SQL, Oracle company also developed, Microsoft, IBM, Sybase, Ingress, Postgres, MySQL. They all are company provided SQL things and using their databases. Can I learn SQL if I am not in IT? Yeah, definitely. What do you need? Anyone can learn SQL, whether they are from networking, administration, testing, support services. I'm good, guys. So far, are you good? Any question on this PPT? So far, any question?
No.
Okay, not a problem. What is job trend in SQL? Very good job opportunity. It's not mean like I'm just learning from Deepak sir and I done with it, but I didn't do practice. Somebody asked me, "Are you aware of this?" You say no. You learn, that's not making sense. You do hard work, you do practice, you do assignment, you do certification. Then it will be qualify your judge as a skill. And no matter how it is a past it is, but your future will be bright. That I can assure you. SQL is a basic skill. You can find opportunity in SQL developer profile, but only SQL is not enough at all because people is giving millions of package to you. 1 million you are expecting minimum. Then how can you expect a SQL is quite enough to do so? You are investing into it, you can say 10,000 bucks to a company who teaches you technology, and 10,000 invested software learning training from some institute, and then coming to the software industry where you call it as a IT company and expecting at least half million data, half million salary structure, like 5 lakh salary I want. At least you add on something. If you are earning like 5 lakh salary, or you are just a scratch guy, started your beginning path of learning, then how come you can manage with it? You put it at least 20,000, 30,000 investment. How you put it your FDs or mutual funds, how much return you get? 10%, 12%, 20%. But let put your money in a skill. I definitely say within 2 years your career path will be giving you that investment 10 times better salaries. 30,000 you invested in us with 100% assurity, I'll confirmly making you next level within 1 month. You complete your course, next month you complete your assignment, next month, 3 months after, you are ready to uh, launch yourself in IT as a Naukri or Monster or any platform, and there you will be getting good job and get good calls. You get a chance of 10 calls and three call bounce because you are very first time talking to the person. Three calls will be learning of the experience of interview given, how we taking care of it. Then later on you realize like, I want to go for a, some interview rounds are clear, like 2 rounds of interview I clear first round, then 3 round of interview got a, you can say second round you could reach yourself, then finally fourth four offer letter capability you can develop. It's not mean I give my 100% giving a training thing, but you are not doing practice, nothing will happen. You buying a plant, you are not nurturing any water to day sunlight to that, then it won't grow, it won't give you flower, it won't give you some seeds and fruits, etc. So just give your best to that. That's what I mean of it. Hope you clear. It helps you to learn PLSQL also as a become a database PLSQL developer, or you can learn about the any Python development tool. You can also go with the visualization tool with the any kind of a ETL development, BI development, data analyst, and data scientist, automation testing, etc. work you can do with it. Now, syllabus is very simple. It is fulfill the all people's need, basic, intermediate, advanced. There's a course continue with the data query language. We call the data retrieval language. Select command will be there. A single command we use in industry 70% use of database management activity. Then second category, which is coming. Okay, first let me elaborate more about the SQL. What do it is retrieving data basic. It apply filters, it apply data sorted manner, it applied some function formulas, and it does aggregations like pivot you do in Excel. Then it applies data retrieving from multiple tables like a sheet data you want to club and doing show some formulation thing though you can do. You can also have a undecided data with you, but you want a desired data subquery scenarios. And with clause, suppose I want to tell you with clause is a common text expression in terms to I run a query one, this one query used by the query two used by query three, and third query will give you a final result of data. Then that kind of query writing, how you can, virtually prepare the such kind data set. This is advancement features of the tuning and scenarios. And set operator like union, union minus intersect, you learn in before 10th standard in a mathematics. Practically, you didn't clear them over there, but I'll give you in SQL how we technically fulfill the need that I'll guide you. Then adding data, insert, modifying data, update, deleting data, delete command, removing. Okay, we are assuring like people who gonna buy some stores stuff like I'm going to a mall, I want to purchase a kind of a t-shirt and jeans. That's mean I put it in a basket, I put it in the cart. That's mean it is just added by me, it's not purchased yet. When I go to counter and I will be doing like a billing things, then I'll be confirming, yeah, I gonna purchase out of 10 selection, I gonna for two pair of jeans and t-shirts like that. So here DML is allowing you to adding data to your and allow you to show and preview them before you gonna completely fulfill. Like commit is like a save, like how you add data to your file, then you are seeing data what you are adding keep displaying, but when you say completely saved, then you have to click to save button or control as you do. Here we write a command, then only data got permanently for forever to available as rollback discard. If in case something happened wrong, we can go to previous step. And previous step means we started working in the morning 8 a.m., then I reached to this afternoon time, and then I realized I made a last work is very wrong. It's mean, do you want to lose your till morning time job? Then no, this is not right. Then every hour after you can create a save point. That save point would be saving your loss of the previous step. So suppose you have done a mistake in the 12th last hour, okay, but before that it was very fine to all step activity you are performing me. Suppose there are 10 step of work, ninth step gone wrong, then eighth step it was very accurate. So willing to have a 1 to 8 new step to work, or willing to have with this like I would be go back to the eighth step, I can resume to ninth step again, because we do not want to stop loss our entire work. So save point in terms to save your partial work in accumulated manner. When you really feel it is all are okay in correct way, though you can go for next thing. A best example to give you, you are applying for government job, or government job is saying we have a 10 screen to fill with the data. Or suppose we reach to the 10th screen, then I realize my data disconnected because of internet issue, or my data lost because of uh, too much of a burden on server, last day is there. So I fill 10 screen, my academic, my personal, my family, my address, blah 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 details. Is it okay like keeping 10 screen idly you should be drafting save, right? So that drafting save concept is called save point here. Okay. When you say commit, then permanent save. When you say rollback, completely discard with the whatever level you want to go back with it. We also DDL command create, alter, drop, truncate. You can define new structure of table, creating, modify structure of table, dropping, and remove data, truncate command. Okay, table view, index, sequence, synonym, you're gonna learn from me. DCL, grant, revoke. It is a concept of like I give someone to permission to go and give water to my plants if I'm out of station. Though this is a neighbor activity you do. Similarly, this is called a sharing activity. I allow some guests to stay at home. I'm alone, and someone have so many guests at home. So I am allowing them to stay with me for a day or two. They can manage it. So this is called a sharing nature of details in our real society and real work. Then same way I created a table, and Parveen want to see have a look of the data, but it is on me. He can correct it, incorrected data, no. I give just a read only access. He can just read the data, that's it. So I can make a grant, or he is not doing good, then I can take a grant revert. So I can pull the revoke things. Is all about taking permission back, giving permission for the timing. That's it. So data dictionaries, all details you work, we got a data of data. We call them metadata things, and explain, plan, and tuning tips also you taken care. Hey guys, any question, query, takeaways from the from this demo? You will give practical approaches. Database setup tool query will be provided by you. Training study material assignment will be provided to you. Each topic will covered in details, and unsolved assignment will be given to you, and will help you to solve the assignment approach, and also give you preparation into how you can prepare with how technical questions you can refer it, how you answer them. Open questions, interview questions covering during session also, or after that you face some interview, sir, I asked by this question to some interviewer, then what possible answer I could give, I can talk to you on phone, and I'll give you details of it. Role, responsibility, SQL developer, how to add in CV, and training sessions are available on weekday or weekend. Weekday, Monday to Friday, every 1 hour it would be session, and a weekend we can go 2 hour session every Saturday, Sunday. So total 4 hours in the week. And if I work with the Monday to Friday, then 5 hour in the week, we can say like that. So this is what nature of batches are. Any questions, do let me know. Or if you're willing to have my real experience exposure working with the industry, since I 2011 started my career, though I'm purely in IT companies, I work with the different MNCs, product based company too. So you can have a look of my LinkedIn profile too. Any question, hey guys?
So coming to the job opportunity, you said, as I understand, only SQL is not like good enough for to become a SQL developer. So will we get a job opportunity on the basis of Oracle SQL, which course we are currently doing? Is there a scope of job?
So name your, please tell me. I can't see your
Vaishnavi.
name. Vaishnavi, good question. So you are already working in a BPO or experience recruiter, correct?
Correct.
Vaishnavi, there is a two-way, okay, to pitching up into the such kind of industry where you need looking a job. You get a experience already with your current profile, and you can get a IJP, internal job posting, where minimal SQL and some knowledge of a database, or you can say Unix system, then quite push to get into that. Okay, so IJP can help you in that case. Some company opportunities are very few, but then they say why we need a SQL developer, then you can start with them.
Okay.
But add-on is always needed actually, because company is paying you this much, or SQL skill is not that much costliest skill. So you have to think of that way, because we demand, like suppose you are 5 years of experience. Let assume you are a non-IT person who is not doing IT stuff. Okay, and you are recruiting IT people, that's true, but your job profile is like giving you 5 lakh salary, 5 years. 1 lakh average it gives you. Or you are working in a US culture company, then maybe they're giving 1.5 average, so 7.5 salary structure you have. But when you are coming in IT, you are learning Python, you are learning PLSQL, you are learning visual tools and etc. Then you can multiply by 2 or 3 or 4. That is
Mhm.
the power of learning in a technical skill. Otherwise, other automobile, mechanical, these industry not paying as a experience 1 point. More than 1.5 is a very niche or very experienced extraordinary person. Then they have a maximum 2 per year multiplier. Now in IT, if you go, 1.5 is the minimum. 2, 3, 4. It gone to 4 lakhs. If you 10 years of experience, your salary should be 40 lakhs. And
Okay.
if you are doing some kind of a skills, no, or more fundamentally, like in India also, I have seen lot of people, they are crossing crores within 5 to 10 years of bracketed, but their role and responsibility in more in data scientist side, they are having good packages over there. So it is all about skill what you carry and how much you are investing in SQL. It's a 8 to 10,000 fee, more, not more than that, right? Or expecting like I want to be getting a 10 lakhs package. How it is possible? Yeah, power of the SQL is very much, but industry can't work on only SQL. They need a the guy who can independently doing SQL with the SQL development completely, like programming also some stuff you add, some Unix stuff also add. You technically also support a skill communications and soft skill also you have. Then you can a bundle of services, fulfill all tools, like that you get a benefit of it. Hope you clear.
Got it.
Okay. Anybody else have a question? Otherwise, I can show you a quick demo of data management things on Excel, or how we technically carrying the data into Excel and playing roaming around it. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Monica, any question?
No questions.
I believe I didn't bore you, guys.
No, no, no.
No, no, sir.
Okay. I didn't match anything. Hopefully, it was okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Now coming back to the next level learning. Can you see my screen yet? Okay.
No.
Okay, let me reshare it and I'll going to start with one more technical things. No question if you have. So I can see here my screen is, here is my Excel data. I use WPS. It's similar to Microsoft Office only. Okay, so don't worry. Guys, I have to take a case study to understand how technically work into Excel or how we move the data to a different kind of scenario. So let assume data. For me, data is a raw fact. Means whatever you type from keyboard, it can be digit, it can be alphabet, it can be string, it can be paragraph. For me, it is a data. Then when it become information, process data, different valuable approaches. How you conclude your data to process, it is on your approach. For me, academic data to future perspective. For me, as an industry, growing with the sales perspective, looking at the service perspective. So everything is becoming informatical details for everybody differently. Now we keep data into table. Table is collection of row column. Okay, let's take assume I want to keep my data in a table. Though how can I maintain the data? Let assume you go to DMart. Okay, you all have a practice to go and buy the grocery. We all surrounded with the so many stores like grocery stores like DMart, Star Bazaar, and Reliance, Food Bazaar, kind of, you know them. Okay. Are they managing database software over there? A software which is keeping data? Yeah, true. How much a transaction happen in a DMart one day? How many customer visit first of all? Monica, any idea? How many customer visit to DMart in a one store one day? Any idea?
Maybe 1,000.
1,000 customer visiting a X branch. Okay. And how much
Correct.
item per person buy? Average.
Approximately 8 to 10,000.
No, 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 no. Accumulation is not required. You just tell me a person
Uh,
like you visit to the store, minimum how many
okay.
items you will purchase. At least 10?
More than 10.
More than 10. But I
Yeah.
purchase only two items. Your 20, mine is two. Then averagely we can say 10 item everybody purchase, correct?
Okay, correct.
Okay. So 1,000 customer visiting to Hinjewadi branch. There is a Hinjewadi DMart. Okay. And 10%, sorry, 1% buying 10. Okay. So now in a month, 30 days,
10,000.
in a year, 365 days.
Oh my God.
How many record will be getting processed?
uh, 3 to 4.
No, no, 365 days we purchase items, though my assumption is 36 lakh 50,000. It is
Okay.
possible to manage your data into Excel. Your Excel can be capable to maximum management of data 10 lakhs 48,000. But your DMart store, one store is generating 36 lakh 50,000 data, one store itself. And how many branches are there in India for DMart?
Many are there, don't know exactly.
No, any one, two. In a DMart in a Pune location, how many are there? Any guess? Rough
Uh,
guess.
May more than 10. I know 3 to 4.
You know, 3 to 4, but in a
Yeah.
overall India there will be 100 branches, assume,
Yeah,
right?
many, many. Maybe
In a
more than
one year
100.
100 branches will be generating, then multiply the record of this guy this much, it become a what? So it is like so big, 100 times big, isn't it? So that's what the data is all about. How powerful database we need to run a query and retrieve the data. Let assume what kind of data you capture while going to DMart. So let you have a software designing features. When you going to DMart, then maybe they give you a big bill slip, kind of a receipt, though you paying them some items. So order item and billing things captured into that. So I capture your name, no name required, no mobile number required. DMart simply take a item, serial number, item, name, quantity, date, or amount. That's what you do, right? So you go 10 items, though I can put your items in terms to order 10 items. I can say milk product, milk, tea, sugar, rice, pulses, and then biscuits and some snacks, chocolates. Okay. And then finally, you can have a some, what do you call it, as oil and ghee. Okay. How many quantity you purchase? You can say one each. Okay. Let's do each. 18 kilogram or some quantities are determined on basis of one or quantity basis. So we assume milk 50 per liter, tea 200 rupees kg, and sugar 40 rupees kg. Then rice 60 rupees kg, pulses 70 rupees kg, and biscuits 40 piece, snacks 70 piece, chocolates 150, oil 200 rupees, and ghee 700 rupees liter. And now you go and write a formula like this, है ना? We go and do this guy of multiply this. And there you go. You calculate a formula field. Okay. You keep a data like this. I want to create a table called order for a detail for to capture the such kind of a billing details for anyone. Though I write a command, create table. I gonna use a create table. What is the name of table I want to give? Table name is this guy. Okay, so assume this is the collection of data. Horizontally you go, then articles, quantity, price I can check. Overall I go, then I get a bill of one person, and sequentially all details keep coming in the queue. Okay, that way it is. So what I need here, I create a table. What is the name of table I want to give? Orders. I start first column name is serial number. It is a number value. So I can give a data type as a number. Then item name, it is a alphabet or numeric values. Alphanumeric value, then we call data type is varchar. So ये एक nature of data है. So you can have a like name of this quantity QNTY. Okay, so you can have a quantity again number. No length required. Rate again it is number. And there's a bracket close semicolon. ये लीजिए. Why not you taking care of the amount वाला column? ये मैं बना लूंगा अपने आप से. How can I do? I copy this command. I written command. I'll teach you also. You will come to know about how to write it. तो PLSQL में जाएंगे. That's a tool I have used. SQL PLSQL developer. I can do both coding here in this one tool. Okay. When I go and write this command, that should run. I log in. This is a tool need to log in. Okay, I'll guide you how to teach, how to, practically run. So I go to open a SQL window. This is the tool. I write a copy paste of the command. I just ran it. The table has been created. Now it is giving a simple error. SQL is a very simple language. इंग्लिश में पढ़ना है इसको और कोई चाइनीज या उर्दू या अदर टाइप की लैंग्वेज में नहीं है. इट्स वेरी इंग्लिश. नेम इज ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग. तो आई कैप्चर दिस एरर कि ये 955 का एरर आता है. दैट्स गिविंग मी एन आइडिया कि व्हाई इट इज फेलिंग विद. टू फिक्स ऑफ एरर I guide you. Table is already exist. That's what it is talking in English. So you want to give a new name or you need to remove the first table. Drop table orders words. This command will be removing. Then we good to recreate it. So this command is referred some keys and some relationships and all. So we cannot remove it. Okay. So for the timing, I can append the name called demo and I can fulfill the creation of that. So this new table gonna create for me, but this table is done.
काय परत जा मग आठवडी.
Hey guys, put on mute for a while. I will not take much time. I see table has been created. I'm sorry. You see my table has been created. It shows me column. There are 4 columns. Now what do you want? You want to copy paste the data. You have a very good habit of copy paste the data. You right click, copy the data, come back to the PLSQL developer. This lock is not getting unlocked to read data. It is saying some row ID column can you enable in the query writing, then good to do so. So I go here D, I could do there as D comma row ID. And when I add it, I write the command, I'll teach you too. And there I go.
बंद का
I
केलं
click right.
बंद का केलं.
I could not select correctly, though it is not accepting that. So I need to remove these whole things. I just discarded. I select right. I select blue, right click and paste the data. All data get copied. I can say tick, lock. And now you run this command separately. How you technically working with that? Run the query with followed all column, all row. That's what star meaning. So I run the query. I see the all 10 rows. Now what do you want to see? I want to filter the data where item name equal to milk. I just put a formula and this condition and system shows me only milk row. Then it gives you again error. You cannot write anything from your choice. What is the column name you give to table? That only you need to do. And I made a mistake, ITENEME. It's my mistake, no problem. You don't memorize the name of column. You give a nickname of this order name. Sorry, Control Z. Here you go D, and there you go D dot. Then all column will automatically show you. Then choose this manually, click it, run it, and showing the detail for milk product only. Now you shown the product detail. Now you say, can I create an amount column here virtually? Yeah, you can. So what you did, D dot item name, comma, D name, D dot quantity, D dot rate, and then finally D dot quantity multiply by D dot rate thing. There you go and do the same thing. You both multiply, the amount will be coming. So your name of product, quantity, price, formula, or I can give a name as amount. So new column automatically virtually for formula perspective it is designing. So that kind of a fundamentals getting clear, how to write a formula, how to write a query, how to play with Excel. You know Excel, we relate the concept of Excel and so on. So anybody question query? I'm done. Any question query? I can answer your question query. Vaishnavi, Chaitali, Monica, Sandeep. Anybody have a question?
No.
All right.
No, sir.
Thank you. Any no question? Then good to wrap up. Thank you, Yashoda. Feel free to join. Feel free to ask any curiosity, any difficulty. So however you available, you can plan it accordingly. Okay. Okay, Sandeep. Thank you.